Morning, guys. I know it's super early, but something cool has happened the last week that I really wanted to share with you guys, to tell you guys what can happen once you dial in your nutrition and learn what foods work best for your body. Most of you know that in May I started Shalene's diet beta test, which is basically a modified keto diet and intermittent fasting along with that. So, for 5 weeks, I've been diligently tracking macros, testing foods to see if I have food sensitivities to them, and really figuring out what types of foods get me into fat burning mode and help me lose weight. Because for the past year, I have not lost any weight. I maybe have lost 5-10 pounds here and there, but I've always gained it back within like a week of stopping that way of eating, just trying to figure out what was right for me. So this modified keto that I'm doing has been working crazy wonders for me. So yesterday we started level 2, which I'm not 100% doing by the book because I do well with animal proteins. We pick grass-fed meats, cage-free, really clean, good for you meats. So I feel like I'm having good quality nutrients and it's working well for me. So I'm trying to limit my animal protein slightly, but I'm still doing about 1 to 2 servings a day. But last week, which was the week before we started level 2 of the diet beta test, I stopped tracking macros. I stopped tracking in MyFitnessPal, and I just ate. I even stopped doing intermittent fasting last week, and that week I lost 2 pounds, which is crazy because I didn't track anything. I didn't track calories. I didn't track macros. I didn't write down what I was eating. I even had a bunch of cheats. I had beer over the weekend, which I usually don't do. No desserts, nothing like that. Nothing super processed, no fast food, no soda, nothing of that nature. But I did not track what I was eating, and I just ate what I knew my body likes. So what things am I sensitive to? What have I cut out of my diet? So this is what I've cut out. Most dairies, except for cheese, maybe once a day, maximum. I've cut out gluten. Most grains I've cut out. I still have some brown rice or black rice every once in a while. I've cut out sugar. No, there's some things that still have sugar in it, but I go for the things that have natural sugar. So I've cut out sugar. I have super limited my carbs. The only carbs I really get come from veggies and fruit. And I really haven't eaten a whole lot of fruit except for putting a few strawberries and infusing it in my water every day. I haven't really had a whole lot of fruit. I have a little bit, but not a ton. I've also cut out corn, onions, potatoes. I'll let myself have about twice a week. Like sugary barbecue sauces, A1, ketchup, things like that I've cut out. The only kind of condiments I really use are yellow mustard. That's really it that I use for condiments. But those are the things I've really cut out. So even having a few beers last week, I still lost like 2 pounds, which is crazy to me, with only working out 3 days. So it really shows that my body is really liking this way of eating, and it's continuing to help me lose weight. So yesterday, I went back to my intermittent fasting. Still not really changing anything, still eating the same kind of foods, but in the last 2 days, I lost another 2.5 pounds. So I've lost about 4.5 pounds in the last week without counting calories, without counting macros, without tracking anything, which is huge for me because I've always been the person who I counted my containers. I logged my calories in MyFitnessPal. I was always knowing exactly how many calories and carbs and fat and protein I was putting in my mouth, always. But this last week, I haven't done any of that, and I'm leaning technically it's 4.6 pounds. So losing 4.6 pounds in a week without tracking is amazing, and that is what you need to strive to. You should strive to continuing to lose weight, but not having to track. And it's especially important when you want to maintain, because you don't want to have to be tracking your macros, tracking your calories, tracking your containers the rest of your life. And that's not doable. Nobody wants to do that. So I think proving to myself that I can still lose the weight, still be healthy, still feel amazing by cutting out these things that make me feel like crap. And I haven't wanted these things because I remember how I feel, and I don't want to feel that way. I mean, who wants to feel bloated? Who wants to look pregnant? Who wants to be exhausted? Who wants to have headaches all the time? Not me. I mean, I've even added back in my Energize and my Hydrate and have done very, very well. I have coffee maybe 3-4 times a week. That's it. Having my vegan Shakeology daily. I'm having my Energize and my Hydrate daily. But I'm eating non-processed whole foods that don't cause me inflammation. And again, like I said, things that cause me inflammation personally is gluten, dairy, sugar, corn, potatoes, onions. Those are just the things that cause me inflammation. And again, if I have a whole lot of fruit, the same thing happens to me. I mean, but you got to figure out what your food sensitivities are for you and work it from there. But I think I'm trying to say is, if you figure out what fuels your body, what gets you results, it's going to be easier to reach your goal. So I have about 7 pounds to lose to reach my goal with Sean Weekend Country Heat. So I have about 2.5 weeks to lose 7 pounds. So, I think that's 100% doable, especially with the results I've been having. I'm going on vacation for a week, so I'm just really going to try to make good choices and limit my beer intake, obviously. So that's it for Tuesday morning. And I know I've been coming to you guys live a lot, but I've had so much to share and I've been so excited that I just can't keep quiet. So bye guys. Talk to you soon. Later.